I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert desk. As you can probably hear, I am suffering from some hiccups, but we are going to press on and power through. Here's what we've got for you from the WITN newsroom. The home on Joy Drive in the Rock Creek community off Gum Branch Road was destroyed in the May 7th fire. A sheriff's office spokesman says Teddy Taylor poured gasoline in the house and then set it on fire. The 43-year-old man then killed himself at another location, according to deputies. Now, the family's dog was killed in the fire, according to relatives. Taylor was married and had 3 children, according to a GoFundMe account that has been set up to help them recover from the fire. Deputies have not released a possible motive as their investigation is continuing. We have learned that Taylor was indicted last month on multiple counts of pointing a gun at family members that happened a year ago. Records show that when he was arrested last month, Taylor was living in Fayetteville. He was released on April 9th on a written promise to appear. And now we want to turn to the ongoing arrests that are happening after an illegal jailbreak occurred at a New Orleans correctional facility. NBC's Liz Kreutz has more on the search for the 10 missing criminals.
Overnight, investigators recapturing 3 more fugitives more than a week after the shocking escape of 10 inmates from a New Orleans jail. Authorities arresting Lenton Van Buren about an hour away in Baton Rouge and Leo Tate and Jermaine Donald in a county just north of Houston, Texas. While 8 of the escapees are now back in custody, a convicted murderer and a man who had escaped from a different jail in 2019 are both still at large. Police also arresting several people they believe assisted the inmates. It comes as another urgent manhunt is now underway in Arkansas. Law enforcement agencies searching for a former police chief turned convicted felon who broke out of prison near the state's northern border.
We have K9 units, we have drones, we have on foot.
56-year-old Grant Harden is serving decades-long sentences for rape and murder. The sheriff's department releasing this photo they say shows him in disguise, wearing a makeshift corrections officer uniform as he made his escape from prison on Sunday through a secured gate.
We're still looking into that, into what exactly that was made out of, how he was able to get those materials.
Did you used to be a police officer somewhere?
Harden's case, the subject of 2 true crime documentaries. Following the investigation and later arrest of the former Gateway, Arkansas police chief, he pleaded guilty to the 2017 murder of a city employee and was later tied to the rape of a school teacher in the 90s.
He was right there and nobody knew.
Now, investigators actively reviewing surveillance footage and looking into who Harden may have communicated with to determine if he had outside help. Authorities admit his law enforcement background presents a challenge.
That probably makes it a little bit trickier. At the same time, we do have some resources that he does not.
And again, that was Liz Kreutz reporting. We now turn our attention, to your weather forecast, where right now we've got light rain showers coming down throughout eastern North Carolina, or at least many inland areas. The light showers right now still not falling along the coast, but it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time as these showers again continue to slowly inch their way further and further eastward. Here's a look at the progress they've made in that regard over the past hour. Haven't seen a ton of rain so far today, and while again these rain showers will certainly help out with anybody dealing with abnormally dry conditions, these raindrops again are going to be very, very light. We won't see any downpours until we get into either late tonight, more so tomorrow morning. And the reason why we're anticipating the arrival of some of those downpours is an area of low pressure right now centered over the Gulf Coast states of Mississippi and Alabama. But by tomorrow morning, that is, that low pressure system is going to be set up over eastern North Carolina. There you can kind of see that swirling pattern a little bit there from Wilson to Rocky Mount extending back over Raleigh. That's where that low pressure system will be. And then again, you can kind of see just some trailing showers that extend through Goldsboro down towards Sampson County, eventually towards the South Carolina border. That is a weak frontal boundary that will only drag more rain showers across the east as it moves through. Now, the whole system is expected to exit coming up late Wednesday afternoon through Wednesday evening. And that will leave us with a bit of a dry period in our forecast. Not going to be dry through the rest of the week. We'll see rain showers, unfortunately, show back up as we head into Thursday. But at least gives us a little bit of an opportunity for sun sightings coming up early Thursday morning. Right now, Greenville 66 degrees, comes with an easterly breeze at about 6 miles an hour. Dew points in the low to mid 60s currently in Greenville highlight a gradual rise in humidity. That's going to become more prevalent tomorrow once winds really start to shift. And again, do want to apologize for my hiccups. We're doing what we can, but you know, sometimes life just gives you a bad hand and you just got to deal with it. And that's me right now. Current inland winds generally 5 to 10 miles an hour. Once you get closer to the water, you're seeing more of a 7 up to about a 15 mile per hour sustained breeze. Of course, as I say that, Manio showing up with a 17 mile an hour sustained wind. But direction, I would argue, is more important than wind speed, because the direction of the winds has a direct impact on heat as well as humidity. As we head into the afternoon and evening hours tonight, you'll note more of a southeasterly breeze is expected, and that will help boost humidity through the day tomorrow, and it will also help boost some downpour chances. The more moisture there is at ground level in the air, the easier it is for downpours and thunderstorms to really get going. So that's what we're going to be tracking as we head into tomorrow. A little bit more of a northwesterly breeze there on Wednesday evening as that low moves away and pulls off the coast. Then again, those northwesterly winds, they really aren't going to be lasting all that long. They will shift back to really the southeast as we head through really your Friday and then into Saturday. Overnight lows coming down in a big way from Thursday night into Friday night. 69 degrees turns to 61, and we'll eventually start to dry out once we get Friday night's cold front through the area. Of course, your daytime highs aren't going to show too much change, mostly because of the cloud cover and rain showers that we have through the daylight hours will keep our air temperatures relatively low. But then once we head into next week, we'll remove the cloud cover, we'll remove the rain, and that will lead us to, again, warmer conditions coming up Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. Well, that's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update. I am now going to go and focus on how do I get rid of these hiccups, because I do apologize. Reading news stories and doing the weather, most people don't want to hear somebody hiccup through it. I sincerely apologize, but again, we will be back with more news and weather, and hopefully hiccup free, coming up at 2 p.m. right here on the First Alert Desk. Until then, I hope you all have a better Tuesday than I'm having.